Hi, my name is Steve Goldberg, and in this short video, I'm going to take Malala Yousafzai, pictured here, and if you're coming to this video from my blog, you just read a lot about her, and we're going to go into her hometown of Mingora. And so in order to get there, you need to go down to Google Earth, and first I'm just going to take you over to Asia. And I think it's important, particularly for middle school students, to think about, well, some of the names just showed up there, but could you identify Pakistan on this map? Could you identify, for instance, Afghanistan and Iraq, two countries where the United States has spent billions of dollars and lost thousands of lives? Students really need to know those things. So let's zoom into Pakistan, and as we come in, this is where Mingora is located, and we'll zoom in a little bit. And so this is where Malala Yousafzai was. I'm going to turn off the photos here for a second. She was in a school van driving home from school, and some men came up and shot her in the head and neck in the remote town of Mingora. And so this is from the blog. This is where I saw some pictures of scenic Mingora. And if we zoom out a little bit, I think this is at the right height. Yeah. When we zoom out, it actually consolidates the pictures into larger picture groups. And this group of pictures here, if we click on that, shows us that's sort of what the town might look like. You get some nice mountains in the background here. And then this picture coming up, yeah, that's how it used to look before the Taliban took over. I mean, it still looks that way, but people are less inclined to go there because of the Taliban rule. So we're going to go now to, well, just so we get a picture of Malala. There she is. And you can do that with Google Earth as well. Take off pictures of scenic Mingora and take off the pictures, and Mingora is where Malala is from. She was flown to Peshawar, which is a military hospital. They thought she'd be safer there, and they had better medical care than they would have at the remote area of Mingora. And then from there, she was brought to Rawalpindi, which is probably a place you've not heard of, but this is another medical facility that had better care for her. And if we go for a second back to the Wikipedia article about Malala, this is how I found some of this out, that she was being treated at the military hospital in Peshawar, and she was doing okay, and they had a plane ready to move her out of Pakistan if they had to, but then they brought her to the Armed Forces Institute of Cardiology in Rawalpindi. And so I had never heard of Rawalpindi before, but if we go to this overview height, you can see, okay, so this girl in Mingora flew to, and we'll just see how many miles it is from one place to the other here using Google Earth measuring tool, to Peshawar, only about 70 miles away, and then flew from Peshawar over to the capital of Islamabad, just south of the capital, to a place called Rawalpindi, about 90 miles away. So she then, the decision was made to fly her to England, but you can't fly all the way from Pakistan to England in one shot. They had to stop in the UAE and the city of Dubai for a refueling, and then she went over to, and we'll just sort of see how long that flight is while we're in measuring mode. So she flew from Rawalpindi about 1,300 miles, so halfway across the United States, on a medical transport plane as well. And so she then refueled there and flew to England. And it might be interesting to have students guess how far that flight is. And it's about 3,500 miles to England. And where she is now is the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in England. And if you've seen those pictures of a round building with police cars outside, these are the round buildings. It's a brand new hospital, and you can even add an update like this. This was from a couple days ago, but Malala is making good progress. She refuses to surrender to fear or to Taliban or ignorance. And here's the Malala Yousafzai Wikipedia article, which I highly recommend to folks who want to read a little more about Malala. But this is an example of using Google Earth to help bring to life a young girl's voyage from her hometown of Mingora to Queen Elizabeth Hospital, where she is now. It's a pretty long ride, and it's one worth exploring with students. How did this girl do everything that she's done, and what is she a symbol of? And again, lots to talk about. Thanks for watching this short video.